And we spoke about 21st century farming, right? Okay. So what is 21st century farming to you, and what does that look like?
Okay. I really like that topic. Yeah, God bless your uncle so much. 21st century farming is basically the farming that is based on the use of technologies. You doesn't necessarily need to look for so many land to cultivate your crop or whatever that is on your heart that you want to bring on board. All that you need is just a small piece of land, and after getting it, you can even be monitoring the growth and the development of your crops on your phone, and nobody will control you. You can even dress in your coat and go to farm. It doesn't mean that you have to dress anyhow and visit the crops because you're a farmer. You can still rock in your own house and do a whole lot of things together. So I believe that the 21st century is actually one of the most best method we can ever use as a great people to grow our crops, and that one is stress free. It will really help our country and everyone as a whole. Yes.
Thank you. Um, I agree. I think 21st century farming is the new wave. Um, I would say even for the Monday lecture from my uncle, I learned a lot from the PowerPoint. Because like for me, I deal with psychology and social work, and I know sometimes agriculture does affect the homeless of food insecurity, and I think merging 21st century farming and teaching people how to do urban farming or whether you're in a rural area, but farming for yourself that can help provide food not only for us who's growing it, food for others who may not have it that we may want to help out, but mainly food and economic gain for us if we choose to sell this food. Correct? That said, how do you envision 21st century farming, or how do you look to take this 21st century farming information and apply it to yourself, your community, and then we'll talk later about how to apply it to your country?
Okay, thank you. Okay, like I said, the 21st century way of farming is kind of intriguing and it's very nice. So I am looking out for it that even as I live in the urban areas, I don't necessarily need to go back to the rural areas to look for land to farm. I can get a small land, build my house, and yet still get my land to do my small or practice the 21st way of farming. And I can even do two ways altogether, farming and at the same time into another business. That one will help me get much money, and also this 21st century is something that will really help our country, because I've realized that everybody wants to build rather than to grow food, but we have forgotten that we actually need food to live. If you don't have food to live, how will you survive to even vision of you being an engineer or a medical doctor? That's why we all need to come together and put this method into practice to help to motivate the younger ones out there, to let them know that agric is not all that stressful. You have to use the 21st way of doing things and you are good to go. You can still make billions of money at the comfort of your zone. Yeah.
Facts. Because everybody gotta eat,
Yeah.
and if I can't grow the food, I gotta depend on you. So at the end of the day, and I think that's one thing that we're missing. I can have all the money, I can have all the wealth, but what if something shuts down or I can't grow my food? What can I do? Nothing, right? So I think that's powerful that you all future y'all are food scientists to me, because I don't have that skill, and the fact that you able to, we just look around, all this is growing, this whole campus, everything is growing, and sometimes we may overlook it because we can go get it so easily. But it's people like you, your father, and those alike, like the doctor, who can grow these things, who can heal our people with these things. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because as in some of the brothers I talked to earlier, he was talking about with the COVID pandemic, how Ghana was still surviving, while me in America, we dropping. so, and I think farming is one of the key elements of that, because it may be a disease floating around or something, but y'all were getting the proper nutrition. We thought we was, but clearly the statistics show we wasn't. So with that said, during these times of sickness and in times of plague, if you want to use that word. How can farming benefit us getting that organic nutrition from the ground, from the soil?
Okay. I realized that during the pandemic, most companies were shut down. But I didn't hear any news concerning farmers not to farm because we really need food to survive. And everybody was scared that they might even starve to death because there's no food around. So I believe that with this saying, we can do better with our farming, and also agriculture all over. God has blessed us with so many land that we need to, put them into use to grow our food, to help us, our animals to live. So I believe that with everything was said, we can do more than what we are even doing now. We have to support the people that are into agri, the young ones. We have to encourage them because the world is moving fast. Population is increasing. People are giving birth. They are eating every day. If we eat and we don't grow it, very soon we'll be lacking a lot. So we need to put much effort into the agri sector to make a world a better place. Yeah.